Okay, we got to attend the conference. Wow, it's really just dumped me here. I'm going to have to find my way out of here. Back to the conference? Is it going to tell me where to go to the conference? No. Can I just go inside? Sure, we'll find it. Aha, the conference. I just wandered until I found it. Nobody told me where it was. Oh. It's like the Jedi Council in here.
Respect to any other
Totally wrong.
Get on with it. Please. Do something? Please? Jesus, what a waste that was. I'm here. I'm ready to attend. I don't care to talk to any of these people. How do I start this? Mortimer?
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly, but what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry, you are not alone, Louis.
Very well.
I guess we should ask what it's about.
Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
Fascinating.
My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
Well, this one's free.
But why spread it over 2 phases? Why not announce the overall project immediately?
Unfortunately, if Spain were to hear that the intention of all this is to allow the United States to grow, they would never sign. Manuel Godoy is perfectly aware of President Washington's appetite. If the United States took Louisiana, Godoy would know full well that he will have lost the entire North American continent. Things must take place in several stages. Otherwise, the change will be too brutal, and he will have no choice but to reject the project. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We'll have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
I'm guessing I'll get the opportunity to, support it or reject it.
You didn't know about everything. His project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
can tell you that someone is an idiot.
I have no motivation to, like,
My friends,
for anything with
I
that.
propose we get started.
Why would this character give a shit about Louisiana?
First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are all together to discuss the face of tomorrow's world. Even though there may be certain
I'm just gonna try and keep silent the whole time.
I must
They'll be like,
ask
Louis,
you
what do you
to keep
think?
an
And I'll
open
just
mind.
say nothing.
As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness
I guess
sake.
that's his motivation,
It
is
seems
being
obvious
part of
to
this
me he needed
dumb order.
protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Here we go.
Perhaps we might begin, Lord Mortimer.
It's gonna be a good meeting.
I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer. But I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that
It was like
North
two
America
sentences in,
is
George.
currently
Give him a moment.
between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France.
I thought he was going to
namely
gradually come to
all
this.
Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not
Tactfully
do.
done, Morty.
When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I
Money.
never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
Duke Manuel, I believe
He's
that
just saying
Spain
nothing.
should cede Louisiana to France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protege. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
Can I silently nod again?
I must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
Yeah, you only get a
And
whole...
I am, Mr. President. That is why
state
I'm
out of
doing
it.
everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France...
Oh, no, it goes
and
to France, doesn't
Louisiana
it?
...should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, fuck. Nailed it.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
He does not.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich will sicher Ihnen, Emily, nie Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
Come again?
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
Home, Godoy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare you!
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow.
This has been a very draining 6 minutes.
Your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me.
I do nothing.
Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
I don't care. I'm staying here because it's less effort to stand up.
As for me, I think I shall remain with Lord Mortimer, Sir Gregory.
You are committing a grave error, Louis.
Time will tell.
I didn't want to take sides.
My friends, I would like to thank you for staying.
Good God, William. What is this I hear about you reinforcing military power in Louisiana? I have no interest in having France for a neighbor, and you know that very well.
Calm down, George. Louis, explain our plan to Mr. Washington, please.
Sure.
You see, Mr. President, Lord Mortimer anticipates that once France obtains Louisiana, they will cede it to you.
What do you mean? To us? The United States?
No, you personally, George. It'll be George land.
President Washington, the
You
United
fucking
States will
dink.
double in size.
By what miracle have you...
You need to expand, George. You and France are the two major democracies in the modern world. It is necessary that you both become superpowers.
Are you really going to sponsor democracy throughout the world?
Of course, Monsieur Peru. That's why I don't want Spain to get too attached to those weapons. Please continue, Louis. Explain my vision to Mr. President.
Of course. One of these is free.
Mr. President, Lord Mortimer intends for you to conquer all the North American continent. He's relying on you to not stop at Louisiana, but to continue to push west.
Indeed, it would be dishonest to pretend that this is not my final objective.
But why didn't you tell me before?
That one's also free.
So that Lord Mortimer would appear to be isolated without support.
Exactly. You got it, Louis.
Lord Mortimer
guess
retains
Louis
the
on
advantage
board
by
with this now.
advancing undercover. And for it to work, he needed you to act surprised.
William, you haven't changed. Always one step ahead.
1 step ahead? You're joking. More like 5.
On that note, my friends, it's getting late. Mr. President, continue to take offense over my project when we resume the conference in the morning. You do it to a T. And if Sir Gregory has the audacity to send you an emissary to convince you to go against me, do me a favor. String him along if you can. The more they believe we are divided, the more we'll have our hands free.
Only too happy to oblige.
Now, let us get some rest. We've got a big day tomorrow. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night.
Yes, the next meeting might be like 8, maybe 9 minutes.
Louis,
That would be
if you
draining.
Have a minute. I would like to ask a favor of you. I'm going to require your services.
How can I be of help? Tell me all about it.
Our adversaries are many, and the closing vote of the conference will soon be upon us. Time is of an essence.
Don't look in the cage, don't look in the cage.
I need you to assist me.
No
this
dead bird
evening.
there.
How can I help?
I need you to go this very evening to persuade Signor Godoy to join us. He is the backbone of Gregory's resistance. Turn him round, and all the others will follow in such a stampede that Gregory will be able to do nothing but admit defeat.
Lord Mortimer, with all due respect, don't you think I'm the last person Godoy wants to talk to?
I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
I'll do my best.
Lord Mortimer, you're not telling me everything.
Let's say I wouldn't disapprove if the Right Honorable, though nonetheless choleric, Duke Manuel put you in his bad books. If it could motivate him to declare war on France, it would greatly serve our interests.
War? What do you mean?
I told you before the conference. The more we distract Spain from the Americas, the less it will have an eye on Louisiana.
But all the same, we're talking about a war in Europe.
Don't worry. That's why Mr. Bonaparte is with us. I am convinced we'll be perfectly capable of managing the conflict. And Signor Godoy is not a great soldier. He will not commit Spain to a long war that he won't be capable of managing.
I'll go straight away.
Thank you, my boy. And get some rest afterwards. Big day tomorrow.
Huge day. Let's have a look for a dead bird. Yeah, it's just lying there, is it? Is it? Ooh. We're inside Louis. That's exciting. How much can I get inside him? Not too much. I really cannot tell if there's a bird in there. We'll assume yes. Is there anything to pick up? I think I've already got everything. Try to convince him. I guess we can either like convince him or like insult him so he declares war on France or something. You go down his stairs, you fucking dingus, Louis. Ah, hello. Is this Godoy's room? That's where I have to go. Yes, it is. Hello.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Holy shit, these are expensive. I mean, I'm pretty sure my room's right next to him. Wonder if I can go...
He won't let me by. I'll have to find another way of getting into the damned room.
Wonder if I can go, like, through the... like, over the balcony or something? This is my room right here. Let's have a look. We go outside. I think it's probably blocked off. I think, like, this is all my bedroom along here. Although that is probably his room. I just can't get into it. And that is my own room. So there's a big wall. So he's over there somewhere. Damn it. I hoped that might work. Guess I have to go beat up an old man now. Yeah, I can't get out onto the balcony up here, or in my room, unfortunately. So I am going to have to go through. Okay, well that wasn't very useful, so I'm probably going to have to use one of my
Monsieur
things.
de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke
I'm
Manuel
going to do this one
by
so it'll be
any
free.
chance, would you?
I can do this one as well. Aha!
Excuse me, but I must fetch a letter for the Duke.
Very well, sir. You may pass.
Okay, great, thanks. That was easy. Godoy? You in here? Time to snoop. Try to convince him, you mean snoop. Ah, key. Uh-huh. I've got that same picture in my room. Wait, Wait, what? I was just in here, I think. I did get into his fucking room. I was legit just in here and I thought it was my room because it looks exactly the same. Wow. Well, I've already grabbed most things from here. Okay, so if I go like one door along, this layout is very strange. So if I go here, is this my room or his? I honestly don't know. I think this is my room.
Inferno by Dante.
Yeah, it is.
Abandon hope.
Where is
all
he
ye
then?
Who enter here. Lovely lectures.
He's just
Mortimer
not
is
here.
giving to his guests. Very jolly.
So this is Godoy's room, and it's just empty.